We've all heard of the midlife crisis, a time in our life that we go off the beaten path, get rid of the family minivan and opt for a two-door sports car, maybe get a boat or an affair with a younger person. Wow, well that escalated quickly. But not everyone is the same though, and some people don't experience a crisis, or go through the same wants and desires. And before the midlife crisis comes the quarter-life crisis, and before we know it, our life is just one big crisis. Or is it? Everyone has the desire to try new things at different points in their life. When you're in your 20s, everything seems to be happening so fast. If we're lucky, some of us have graduated college or at least started a career. Others are moving back home to live with our parents because, well, the job market isn't what it used to be. Maybe you've opted to start your family and kids are being pumped out into this world. Society has a blueprint of what our life should be like. Paths have been created for us to go down, and stopping to smell the roses is encouraged, but can also be frowned upon. And then it happens. Some of us do stop right in the middle of this path of life, and we turn around to see what we've done. We look into our dreams and goals and we see what we haven't done. Things that we thought we would have completed by the time we were in our mid to late 20s. Maybe you're one of the lucky ones who's happy with your current path. You've decided what you want to do and you're doing it, and I applaud you. You are one of the ones that we look at with admiration, saying things like they have their act together, they know what they want in life, and they're doing it. But there are the others. Those of us who thought we knew what we wanted in life. Those of us that were on the path that everyone else takes, and then something happened. Not quite sure what it is that causes us to stop and think about what we're doing, but it happens, and we become unhappy, and we try to figure out what makes us happy. You might be driving to work on a Saturday morning. You're going over a bridge and you look at the sunrise coming up over the water. You never looked off over the water before. Usually you just look forward. So why was today different? Why did you look at the people on their boats, playing in the water on this Saturday morning while you were going to work? You were getting ready to work a 12-hour shift on a Saturday, a day that when you were younger was a day to play with friends, relax, and have fun. And maybe it's at that point that you realize the path that was going to be your way to happiness is now dark with uncertainty. And now you have a choice that you have to make. And everyone's choice at this point is different because everyone's life situation is different. You might have other people that are affected by this choice. Kids, a spouse. You have to decide if it's worth sucking it up and continuing down this current path, hoping that things will improve and maybe that this is just a slight bump in the road. Or you have to choose to go off your path, even if it's just for a little bit. Maybe you have to try something different to see if that's what will make you happy. And people will tell you that you're just having a quarter-life crisis or a midlife crisis or just a crisis in general. They might talk about you behind your back, saying that you're irresponsible, and maybe what you choose is irresponsible. Maybe you make the wrong choice. But that's okay. There are many paths that end in the same place. How you get there is your choice. Maybe you won't be the richest one of your friends. Maybe you won't have as many kids as they do. All of this is okay if you make it okay with yourself. You are the one going down this path in life, and you have to make the decision that's good for you and your family. Don't let others tell you that you're having a crisis because, well, that just sounds so horrible. Just try to get the most out of your life every day. At the end of your path in life, you'll want to be happy with what you chose, satisfied with no regrets. It took me driving to work on that Saturday morning to help me realize what it is that I really wanted. I was fortunate enough to be able to make a change, and I did it. And maybe my friends said that I was having a quarter-life crisis, but in my eyes, I was just choosing the path that I wanted to take.